Shalom, family. Glory be to God, and blessed be the Lamb. You know, I entered this fight from a political standpoint, but I also understood that politics eventually leads to warfare. All politics eventually lead to warfare at some future point. That's all of them. All of them. In fact, all warfare is started and the time. We'll not spend much time on Fast Man or his pipes. However, things have taken a turn. You know, we're not putting those things on the back burner. Indeed, they are central. Everything is connected. Everything. I am honored. I said this from the beginning of this. A long time ago, I think the very first audio, I am honored to take. All I want is coffee and a cigarette and a bottle of water. Sometimes, most times, not even the water. A couple of days of that, and you're pretty much abusing yourself, at least the body. But that's small in comparison to what we have here. I mean, if indeed there is a thing for me as dying, then there is no greater honorable cause than this one. Even when they have total control of the population's resources and money to the point where they can engineer that and engineer this, is still wound up here on the eve of, for them, destruction. Destruction. And, you know, there's a group amongst us that going all the way back. I mean, you're in the 1500s, but it's further back than that. This is not new. This isn't new, people. It travels within groups of people. Trying to feed a family living inside of a fucking hotel. Goodness gracious, man. We had it bad, didn't we? We had it bad. Anyway, that very night, the lightning storm was intense. I'm talking about, I had never seen the sky light up. It did for the next hour. I walked outside, and this is before I understood my connection and how my anger was moving shit around. I hadn't connected. All went to arguing, room by room. It started on the third floor, worked its way down through the second, and down through the first. I'm out in the parking lot witnessing this shit. I can hear it. And it's moving. It's moving. That's how susceptible you are. That's how susceptible you really are. One spirit, see, 9, 8, 27 rooms, minus ours, because we had just got ours out the way. I can think of no greater honor. I mean, it's like I would tell others. Some things you probably just shouldn't do. This culminates over centuries, people. Centuries. A world began and orchestrated by man and the devil, point blank, from the beginning of modern time. And the bad suffer the same fate. It is a travesty and a vanity unto man. And there's really no way out of it. Just like there's no way out of this situation. This is a battle bigger than one that thinks. I said earlier, we are on, at the very least, a warlike footing. At the very least, but it's bigger than that. For the cleanup operation, the morality of the enemy is gone. Their will to fight is gone. It becomes an issue of not getting killed rather than fighting against an enemy for a cause that they can believe in. That sounds horrible, doesn't it? How much we've dissected and we understand this travesty. This travesty. And like I said, I wish none of this was, but it is. It's really the day that we use the already there built-in organizational structure to survive. That's what they will do. And because of that, and their power over the political structure and the legal structure and the civil structures and things of that nature, they control them. That means they will be putting pressure at certain points throughout society to bring what you're going to think of as your own behavior. But however, it is a first for mankind on this scale. It is a first for mankind on this scale. So what does mankind actually face here? It is a motley crew. You have the humans. You have the hybrid humans. You have the hybrid demon humans. You have the reptilians. You have the demons. You have the spirits and the human bodies which they control. That equals to millions. Interesting. I find it interesting. And this is at the uppermost levels, not quite heaven. This is a battle for one's consciousness. The consciousness that will rule for all eternity versus the consciousness that's already here. Ladies and gentlemen, I sat in the driveway in a vehicle and I said out loud, we will spread like a virus. It's been a year and a half ago, and indeed, we have spread like a virus. And they can never know what those 20s are actually thinking, as opposed to the hive, where they know where the other 80 are always thinking because they now belong to the hive. The 80 will always be more than a thorn in the side. But at this point, I think that the entire hive would have been tolerable, but for their harvesting you. They've been harvesting you. This is no doubt. And I'm going to say again, the only thing left at this point is civility. Civility that you afford them. And I'm not really against it. Who needs anarchy? Who needs even controlled anarchy? And I've seen that. That shit's crazy. It ain't pretty. It's the type of situation where the shit is out of control, but the power structure acts as though it was a strategic move to let shit be out of control. Thereby, they remain looking like they are still in control. Because I need to talk to these people raw. I want to talk to them raw. And I can't. They need it so bad. So we're going to have to figure this one out. There's no way I can provide the proper shield or filter in the children's mind that some of them won't be it will scar them. We just don't want to do it. Some of them would be scarred indeed. There were things that I really want to say, but can't. So, man, God said that, and funny again, man, I've been writing too much. I'm starting to believe my own shit. Sometimes I be hoping I be wrong. I be hoping I can't look back and say, well, damn, I said it right there. A year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. God, these are the tear. These are tear for real. Oh man, you have played the role to the T. To the T. This is Grammy level at the angels. Let me see if I can get this straight. Went to no, Enoch went to heaven and spoke to God. But before he got there, the angels had kind of intercepted the message, so they got to God first. They said that, and they went to God and they humbled themselves. These are powerful beings, very powerful. They humbled themselves and they went to God and they said, God just God-fearing and God-loving people, and the terror, basically everybody else. Now, this is what the conversation was. And God said, no. No. And I'm looking at the bridge, at the brilliance of his thinking. God, but he wasn't done. I mean, man, he said, I shall gather them in one spot, all the terror in one spot, and we shall bundle them up. And then, boom, the picture starts to blossom. I fix my puzzles from the outside in. Some people, inside out. I like the outside in. Anyway, the picture starts to blossom and the lights get turned on. And what do we have here? What do we really have here? Like I said, at this point, we can legitimately ask the question, what have they not done? They've done so much against. No, we're not going to asperse them at all. They walk amongst us every day. Every day. And we got the list. This is going to be bad. This is going to be bad. And here's the sad part. Here's the sad part about it. Not really sad, but it's sad to watch. They still believe in the structure. Yeah, I think they still have faith in the structure that they've built, which is with bleachers built into the cave with a bunch of little kitty toys and flip-flops and sneakers, and I'm seeing it in my mind. So y'all were just doing the damn thing. Y'all just doing the damn thing. So you believe in your structure if you want to. Yeah. And by the way, this structure, it really exists on a physical level, by the way. Understand what you're up against. The communication systems that they use are sometimes physical. Flashing lights. I know not which one. I know not which one. Well, we caught them red-handed. Red-handed all over the world. I mean, it's just one big ass meat factory. So now I guess that honestly, if I may be frank, I understand the food now. They're flavoring you. Oh man, they're flavoring your ass, man. Laid out like regions, segmented. It's segmented and controlled. Every segment has someone in control of that segment throughout each city, and through and they're connected to segments above those segments and both below those segments, and it's all fucking connected, harvesting you, controlling you. Oh, it sounds bad, don't it? Oh, they don't want to hear it. Because what we have here is a deed. You seal your fate. Anyway, honor and more honor. I think there's other times that I didn't want to be here and said so. I said so. I mean, and again, man, this is much bigger than I ever would have thought. I'm astounded, and I'm animals to do whatever they want to do with them. Man, they in trouble. And big, 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 big trouble. They're wanted by the universe. They're wanted by the universe. I mean, at this point, even I wish to offer them civility. But, I mean, how civil can you remain? That changes the whole definition of the word civility. It takes a bit more than civility here. This takes something just shy upon a leaving. If that's what you're thinking, okay. Now, they know you're in there, kid, and they do have it surrounded. They're out here with pitchforks, and it's a real mob forming. There is a mob forming. I keep saying this could be something akin to the Salem witch trials, except in terms of scope, much, much, much bigger. Damn, man. Damn. What what a people got. So, I mean, his genetic code is pretty much everywhere. So, because he raped every animal he could. Ain't that some shit? And then he raped himself. I mean, this dude is just like, oh, I guess I don't know how you consent to have sex with yourself, but he did. He found some kind of authorization code and did it, and it gave oh, dude, this all started from a bad position here. Um, this dude is kooky. This is just kooky. So, in style and American style, it's gonna get interesting for them. But I mean, let me take pause a minute because again, I mean, I start to get angry. So, like, give me a couple of minutes. So let's keep this shit flat. Let's keep it flat. These same people that has done all of this stuff, of this segmented, dispersal structure of power, they actually have trust in one another. At least I thought, until I bumped into this tidbit. Each of them have something on what they call their brother or their sister. Okay? But the only way that they trust each other to maintain secrecy is by having the goods on each other. And this is why I've seen because they've been tamping it down and trying to control it for God knows how long. It's about to come full circle. And not only that, man, they're in so much trouble. You're not just dealing with other men and women anymore. You're not dealing even with we anymore. No, this is going to get ugly, people. Remember I said that there will come, man, that they have no idea what's coming down. Earth is going to deny you as much as it can. It's going to deny you for a paltry sum and then die. You can't even enjoy the shit. It's time to let the bees, I mean, let's just get to the truth of the matter, folks, here, because I want everybody to understand. Please, listen. I said this once before. You can't sell your soul. It's not up for grabs. It is a trick. Okay? Now, you take somebody who you see with, and don't misunderstand me, because some people work awfully hard to get to where they have been, and that's without selling their soul, okay? But they sold far, they don't even get to enjoy it. You see the trick? Now, let's get deeper. I guess what Satan calls this, and Satan convinces them that this process is everlasting life. Because now they have the chance to jump from body to body to body based on rank. I'm telling you, you have not rank like you would think, but on rank. But that's neither mind, body, and spirit. Golly, man. All at the hands of these people who have obviously different needs and wants and different palates. And didn't tell anyone. Wow. Well, the darkness still has a purpose to serve, and this is it. I don't have to tell y'all to move. To tell you, no. How long we been fighting them? What the number about the situation already? Oh, you're making me happy. And this is right after I have torn everything asunder with lightning, storms, fires. Oh, the black smoky part of me. That's the cleanup operation. That's the cleanup operation. Oh, yeah. That's the cleanup operation. We live in a bad place, people. When I say this, I am so sorry. Gonna be ashamed of the blood on our hands. We gonna just drop a couple of tears and keep it moving. We will understand that it ain't all their fault, but your ass gotta go. Imagine taking a human being, a young human being, stunting their growth chemically. Only medical doctors know how to do this kind of shit, right? And possibly scientists. Stunting their growth purposely, removing most of their bones out of them. No, they just sound like music to our ears. On that day. So for every child that has disappeared, and I'm going to wrap this up about here. For every child that has disappeared, and before I leave something out, we gonna not say that. We ain't gonna put that in the book yet. Not yet. Even though we have all this evidence of the structure of it, how it moves, variation, like animals. How many animals? I don't know how they get out of this. they don't get out of this, if they had a possibility of getting out of it, then we would not have come from way where we is to look at this and say, well, goddamn, it really is a marvel. It's something to take in. Its vastness, I mean. So for every child that has been tortured, contemporary now, I mean, this is not the first time. This is one of the reasons that when Israel faced the Canaanites, God said, kill every last one of them because they were infected. They were never gonna stop. They couldn't stop, just as in now. Who wouldn't know that sooner or later they're gonna find out and say to themselves, well, here's what we'll do. It's so arrogant and in your face because of that. It's, it, it gave, man, I can't get the words out of my mouth. This is led to a confidence level brought upon not even by a clear head, not even by a clear mind. Well, I'm not here to make excuses for them at all. If they are to get out of it, it's up to them to get out of it. I suggest that they location, and even when it stops, it looks up every 15 minutes or so, or 10 minutes or so, to make sure it ain't been followed and that it don't spite his ass again on the horizon. He's not to have an understanding with him. He's not to walk up to him and say, hey, can we talk this out? you, you would never come and never convince the zebra that that's a good idea. He would never do it. Ever. No, he sees the lion and he runs. He seemingly understands. No, you're dealing with continents. Man, we have upgraded. You dealing with fucking continents here. Continents is one. If I was to map it out, I think I can in the next week or so, if I put my mind to it. It's one big worldwide sexual assault. Don't even think about it like that. No, it is a human trafficking at the at its core. What happens to the human doing the trafficking is secondary, but it starts with human, but moving fast. Because man, listen, wherever they run, they're gonna take that with them. Wherever they hide, they're gonna take that with them too. Remember that. I am source. I am summon. I am one.